in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Lewis wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds his big tight end. Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you.
There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Gibson. He'll be out of bounds. He'll mark it at the 24.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides the back on the option. The give. Got enough space. Touchdown, Colorado. Great job by the back on the option.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
What kind of field position can he help him with on the return? And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true.
Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Looking for room. It's Dupree.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. After run, now throw. That's reeled in. It's Ferguson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. White going to attack through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Ferguson.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, past the marker. Touchdown, Razorbacks! A great catch and run for 6. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, this defense knew a big key for them in this game was stopping the run. They watched their opponent run for over 100 yards in their last game, and after that big, long run, they've already given up over 100 yards in this half. Guys, they have got to shore up the run defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Lewis to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Now he's looking to throw it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Lewis wants to pass. It's on target and complete. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bucs! Field shrinks. tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
White wants to throw it. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ferguson. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Razorbacks are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Ferguson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver.
And they will score! Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lewis to throw. Finds his big tight end. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Dances away. On the run, fires downfield. He's open on the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He managed a few yards on that return. return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Ferguson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
We got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ferguson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Grabs it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
White going to attack through the air. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a moment.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they go back on top.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Bellamy. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Platt. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
White wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Dupree. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
This really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Oh, they're after him. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because when he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and come.
Lewis wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grabs behind the line. It's Bellamy. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Buffaloes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab outside. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, but he's not going to have enough for the 1st down. He needed to turn that thing up, and he ran out of bounds. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll try the right side. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. White going to attack through the air. Got a man. It's Ferguson. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Caught behind the line. It's Dupree. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Fires to the tight end. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Wants to throw again. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arkansas! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even...
Intercepted! Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything...
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the pummeling has started. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble. He gets the first down.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Complete to the right. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through.
It's Pater late in the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.